Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while. It's been a week. It's been a week. It's been a week and a few days. I was off last week, and I know that you were looking for me, apparently, on Discord. People were asking, are we streaming? Are we streaming? But I needed some time off, which wasn't really a time off since I was doing so many things. But it wasn't work-related. Or was it a little bit? A little bit work-related. As you can see, I have already upgraded my setup. New layout. I've changed the desk. So I was there before, now I'm here, and it's facing the 45 show as well, which looks stunning by the way in the background. And I decided to upscale everything, apart from the quality of me. That you cannot upscale, you're stuck with me. So how's everyone? I hope you're all good. Excited to be back again. Shannon is still, she's back. She's back, but she's doing all the bootcamp stuff that she was supposed to be doing when she joined the team. And therefore, she's not with us today. I'm still driving solo. Hopefully she'll be back for Thursday, Friday. Although I think the bootcamp is running for the whole week. I don't know, but she should definitely be back next week with some news. Hi, I'm Kiki Pie. I am Kiki Pie. Hi. I always struggle with names. I don't know why. But thanks for joining and thanks for chatting with us. How are you today? What are you doing? What are you up to? It's just you and me. So it's going to be a private session. I'm just kidding. I was looking at stuff yesterday. Maze. That's good. That probably means amazing. I'm too old. Hey, Fuel Snabble. Oh, we got more people. I could only see the two in the counter. I assumed it was just me and I'm Kiki Pie 3. Does it read something else that I can read? I am, as I said, I'm always struggling with that. I also changed my setup, so I have less real estate on my desk because it's a smaller desk and I only have two 27-inch monitors. That sounds so weird, right? I only have two 27-inch monitors. Poor me. But I'm missing the ultra wide monitor because that was easier to manage the streams. That's fine. How are you, Full Snubble? I hope you're doing well, and I hope everyone is still staying safe. I know that COVID has changed a little bit and things are weird right now, especially in the US. Cuckaroos, it's my nickname. Oh, I love it. Cuckaroos. That's great. Perfect. That's a great nickname. Where are you from? Everything is weird right now. No, everything is weird, right? Everything is weird. But at least you can see me in high fidelity, 4K and all that. Weird is the new normal. Yeah, since 2020, everything has been weird since COVID hit and the new reality became the standard and we don't know what we're doing. But at the same time, it's fine. Also, Scott Hanselman's t-shirt. Hey friends, if you want to go buy it, I would highly recommend it. It goes to good cause. He pays money to charity and it's a cool t-shirt because why not? We're all friends. Shameless plug. I'm not even getting paid for that. Come on. I'm not even an affiliate, you know? But it's fine. It's not about the money, it's about the cause. So helping new people get started with software development. I think it's Girls Who Code or Black Girls Code. I can't remember which of the charities, but it is a great cause. And I love the t-shirt. What? Yeah. Oh, really? The internet is very bad? Let me see. Seems that the stream looks okay on both channels. So, I don't know if you're talking about the stream not being good or if you're talking about the internet in general not being good. Hustling to get on Scott. It's between us and the internet. But yeah, Scott is a good friend, by the way, and we chat regularly. But I love the idea of getting a t-shirt. And you can only probably see the half of it because the other half is the two friends saying hi. Anyway, right, yeah, see, love. It's all about love. Okay. So yesterday somebody pinged me and said, hey, are you streaming tomorrow? And I said, yes, I will be streaming tomorrow because why not? But I didn't have anything to talk about. But then I had so many ideas and I thought, why not get something ready for today? Then this is a project I worked a long time ago, maybe a year ago. And I put in on the shelf. I put the source code out there, but I didn't write a blog post. I didn't do a stream on it. Cuckaroos and the rest of the world knows. Yeah, just you, me, and Cuckaroos. There's apparently 7 people on the stream right now, at least for the 45 show. Not sure how many people are on the Microsoft Developer. Big shout out to my friends on Microsoft Developer because they're always there. listening and watching and participating. But that might be a little bit shy today. And as I was saying, I was looking at a project and I thought it has to do something with authentication, because these days I am knees deep into Kubernetes, which is a weird experience, to tell you the truth. And not just Kubernetes, but Kubernetes with identity. We'll talk about that. But if you want to see me stumbling across and trying to do stuff with Kubernetes next week on the 30th, I'm part of the .NET Beyond event, which is put together by Lila, our very good friend Lila, who is also a co-streamer and a good friend. And she now works for VMware, and VMware is organizing this fantastic online event. It is free. It's, I think, a full day event on the 30th. Go and sign up, and you might see me there trying to do stuff with Kubernetes. And I'll be having a chat. It will be a stream as well, so you'll be able to see it live and interact with me, as usual. I love interacting with you. And for today's project, I went back and looked at my projects and I said, this is a good idea. Authenticating with voice. And we do have a service, so you don't have to. In fact, my goal was to keep it under 100 lines. If I could do it in under 100 lines, then I will be extremely happy about that. And I think we can do it. 100 lines of code. So I will be speaking at my PC, and the PC will be listening, and then it will be able to, on the PC, the program that will write will listen to my voice through my mic. It will parse that voice, and then it will try to match it against. Oh, I don't see the YouTube comments. Damn it. Okay, let me jump to YouTube. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? I should not be ignoring YouTube because it's a fantastic platform and I need to be there. So let me very quickly, YouTube 45 show. Yeah. YouTube 45 show. I should be able to watch the live stream. Where do I see the live stream? Oh, there you go. Live. Cool. I'm here. Let me mute that. So what are your thoughts on the Okta news? You know what? It's been, yeah, thanks, John Peak. No worries. I was alone. Love your stream. Thanks. Appreciate the love. Yeah, what is my thought on the Okta? And hey, Dilaka, nice to have you here as well. You know what? They're not the only one being hit. I think Microsoft also got hit by something that had to do with Azure DevOps. I think it's what is the Loops? Loops, I think, is the hacking group that has been attacking everyone. My thoughts. This is scary stuff. For the Okta things, I think they haven't put out an official statement, but there was a tweet that circulated, and some security people chimed in to say, yeah, that looks bad. So we're still waiting for the Okta's official statement. For the Azure stuff, again, unconfirmed. I don't know if there has been a response from the Microsoft security team yet. But yeah, lapsus, thank you. Thanks, John. See, I'm still drinking coffee and it's only 8 o'clock, and I was deep in the YouTube guts at 1:30 a.m. yesterday, which is not excuse, but I feel tired. And coffee always helps. And yeah, it's been all over the place. I don't know how and why this is such a coordinated effort, but there are lots of things happening in the world right now. And I have to say that it is worrying from a tech perspective that we're seeing so many attacks. And at the same time, there's no attribution, right? We don't know who Lapsus is and who's behind that. It could be a state-initiated attack, right? State-owned or state-managed. Somewhere out there, somebody's doing things, and we know that things are not doing well. Let me ask you a question. I see you're a good person. How do you feel about Russia? Dude, war is messed up. And to be honest, I think that the way that people operate at different levels are very different. So Russian people, and we've seen a lot of things happening, a lot of resistance from Russian people saying we don't want to be part of this. You know what? You and me, we're the ones affected by these things, by war, right? Luckily, I'm in the US, but I have family in Europe, and exactly, I don't want war. Like, in the end, it's the ordinary people that get affected, and I really feel sorry for them. I have contributed, I made donations. I don't want to brag about it, but I gave money to help out with the situation, and if you can help out, please do so. Microsoft has also been running a coordinated effort to raise money and help with the situation. But you have they have governments and then you have people. Governments are trying to do their own thing. Sometimes it's very few people within that government that dictate what should happen and why it's happening. And I don't agree. Like, war is awful. I also don't agree with the fact that the Russian war and the Ukraine war has been seeing so much publicity when we've been having incidents around the world for the last 20 years. And there's been war all over the place, but we're being picky, and we're also being very selective on how we choose to present these things. In the end, the Syrian war that has been taking place for so long and people are suffering, and we had so many people that left Syria and fled Syria, nobody has mentioned that. And from my perspective, it is devastating to see these people being uprooted and having to leave with nothing on their back to go and save their lives. So from that perspective, I would say no war. If we can avoid that, if we can find a diplomatic solution, then yes. Thank you, Dark Eye Girl. I like my t-shirt. You can actually buy it. It's from Scott Hanselman, and he has a Shopify somewhere or a website that promotes that. Well, why can we not solve things peacefully? Because people are short-sighted and short-minded. And I don't know if it's like oil or other things behind this war, and it's a facade to something that happens behind the scenes. But humanity could be doing so many more things, like solving world hunger, solving problems, curing cancer. We have the biggest compute. So we're sidetracking from the stream, but at the same time, I don't know, we're here to chat about these things because sometimes it's more important to talk about the serious things that affect us in life. We got more compute power than humanity ever had. We have insane power in our hands to do some amazing things, and at the same time, we are focused on the things that don't really matter. It's all about the money. It's all about the power in the end, and it's sad to see it. Like, it breaks my heart. And I'm literally saying, we're totally unaffected by what's happening in the world right now because we're so far away and so disconnected. But at the same time, there are people who are suffering, and I feel for them. So we're lucky, unlucky, I don't know. It's weird. But thanks for raising that question, and I appreciate the fact that you guys care. If you can help, do whatever you can to contribute. It's hard to see all these people suffering and struggling. So that's where we are right now. But thanks for the question. And yeah, hopefully we can solve all the problems peacefully and diplomatically, and we don't have to get into the ugliness of the world. And yeah, that's where we are right now. War's happening in one end, and we're trying to get on with our lives and move on and do something that makes sense. At least it takes our mind off things. And for me, that's what work is. It takes my mind off things, because if you start doom scrolling on Twitter, you'll find some. You can be extremely depressed by some stuff. So I focus on adding value to you and helping you write more secure software for now, and hopefully we'll see things resolving soon. The big heads have decided that. It's way above my pay grade. Anyway, let's switch gears and let me share my screen. Pam, pam, pam. And you definitely cannot see this one. And this is the speed service. There you go. And when I was trying to solve that problem, the idea was, you have Alexa, right? And or some of you may have Alexa, some of you may have Google Assistant, and there was Cortana once upon a time, the Microsoft service, which then became Cortana for Alexa and Cortana for Google Assistant. Yeah, we did that. Hey, we can't run our own service. We have a fantastic service, but we don't have a platform. So why not help other platforms? And that was a very weird announcement. And Alexa, turn off Twitch. She's not connected. But at the same time, I haven't hooked it up to my Twitch yet. In fact, my Alexa is hooked up to very few things. I think we mainly use the music service. We don't buy stuff via Alexa because I want to see what I'm buying, and I don't want her to decide what I want to buy from Amazon. Like, hey, Alexa, go and get me a boomstick for my microphone, which I ordered last night. Because this one is like sitting right in front of me. I don't like it. I want it to be right above the frame so you can't see it, but you can still hear me nice and clear. So as I was saying, yeah, Alexa, I don't want her to buy stuff. And I was thinking, what would happen? What would happen if somebody came to your house, or somebody, like one of my kids said, hey, Alexa, buy me a car, or hey, Alexa, buy something expensive. Let's talk about car audio systems. And like for instance, Pride Car Audio, Alphard and Dynamic State. I am not into audio. Man, you know what? I need to fix my I'm upset with myself right now. I need to fix my OBS. I hate the fact that I'm really tiny back there in the corner. And I also hate the fact that the layout is awful. So let me see if I can change this to... No, I don't want that one. I'm huge here. I don't want to be huge. I just want to be reasonably sized. Like, this is awful. This is awful. Sorry. But anyway. Yeah, I'm not into... when I was 20... I would, retrofit my car with better audio systems. But now I have a family car that is fast, and that's all that matters to me. And the music is good. It has Bang & Olufsen speakers, and I think it has a Sony system, which is all integrated, which is a great idea. Nobody can break into your car and steal your audio system, because that was a thing back then. You had to. Do you remember those ones? They had to take the face off and then take it with you at home, and then you would forget it at home, and then you're like, God damn, I can't listen to music now because I left it at the house. Yeah, that's not. Or you would put in the glove compartment, which totally defied the whole purpose of removing the face of your audio system. But yeah, Kukuroos, I like how you're into audio systems. It's their own. Like these days, I'm into photography and lenses a lot because I had to do a lot of research. And yeah, where were we? See, you got me sidetracked. Yeah, Alexa. Yeah, so Alexa, people can order stuff. Like people that are here and then they can be recognized. We'll go, hey, Alexa, go order the thing. Or, hey, Google, do something. Or okay, Google. I haven't used Google in a while. Okay, Google. Hey, BST guy, thanks for joining us. And it's very weird because it means that anyone that is in the house and can be recognized by Alexa, they can order stuff for you or do some damage, like switch off the lights or turn the guard's door open, or something like that. Graph TNT, oh man, all my friends are here. Welcome. Hey friends. And I thought, how do we add another layer of security? What if we were to add some voice verification? So not only do we have to interact with the system, Alexa, for example, but we also have to pass a verification that says, first, tell me who you are so I can confirm that you are who you say you are, and then I will let you order stuff from Amazon, or then I will let you do something. Because Alexa can also turn off your house alarm, right? Deactivate the alarm. You can deactivate, reactivate. Lots of things can connect with these digital assistants. And the whole point is to add another layer of security on top of that. And back in 2014, I worked on a project where we did it for a bank. We built this for a bank where customers would call up customer service and say, hey, I want to transfer $10,000 from this account to this account. And in fact, it was for people that had high valued assets. So it was, to use the system, you had to be above $1 million. That was your worth. And people would call and say $50,000 from this account to this account. And they would do it over the phone. And then the problem was that they had to spend 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Tell me your last 3 transactions. These people didn't even remember. Like, I don't have an idea. And then we'd go through this challenging from the customer service representatives. And the company said, why do we do that? And why don't we use a multi-factor authentication with voice? And we built this whole system with a third-party API where the customer would call, they would start talking with the agent, and that would generate enough data to send to that third-party service. And then that third-party service would do the voice biometric matching, and then it would send back a result. And that would be like a success or failure or ambiguous, ask more questions. And we built that. And it took us like months. And now you can do it with less than 100 lines of code. That's right. I should put that on the title because that would have been like a clickbait. So we build this. It's going to be a console app. The only problem that I have, it's because I'm using Restream, is that I cannot feed the output from the voice interaction in the system to the stream. If I was using OBS, I was testing it yesterday, I would have, but I don't have my layout set up, and therefore it's not ready yet. I will fix my OBS, I promise, so we can do better streams. So let's actually write some code. I know, we've been talking for, 20 minutes, and I promised you some code. So the easiest way to do that, and for many things that require machine learning, is to use Azure Cognitive Services. There are a lot of machine learning services out there. AWS has its own, Google has its own, and Azure has its own. It's called Cognitive Services, and they do a lot of things. They do a lot of amazing things, one of which is providing you with a speech service. And the speech service can do many things. It can do voice recognition, it can do voice verification, it can do multi-voice verification. So imagine having 10 people in the room, they all identify themselves, and then the software can work out who's talking and when, and then do something. And then you also have things like speech back, so it can speak back to you, which is amazing. You can send a text and then it will transcode back to you as voice. So you can actually interact with your system via voice. And that's amazing. The way it works, it's pretty simple. Oh, there you go, it's over here. So you can do real-time speech to text, which we'll do now. You can do multi-device conversation, but speech to text, so you can upload giant pieces of text and then, giant amounts of text, and it will transcode them for you. Conversation transcript, which we use on Teams all the time. Create custom models, pronunciation assessment, that's pretty good. And then you have pre-built neural voices. You can select the voices that you want and you can customize them. So you don't use the default. I think the default is UN, US, English, but you can have any language you want out there. It does speech translation as well, which is amazing. I think one of our friends, Anthony Chu from the Azure Functions, Azure Static Web Apps team, built a web system that you could speak. You will go to Azure Functions, do the translation, then speak back to you in the language that you chose. Think of it as a Google Translate, but with voice in real time. Then you have voice assistants and then speaker recognition, which we'll be using as well. And I have already spun up a service to save us time. The service is here. And we are going to be using keys for this. However, we're going to be using keys. You can't see this because it's super tiny. This is the service. So if you go into cognitive services, you can create, I think it's a speech service. Speech services here. And you can create a new one if you want. I have this, which is already created for us. Let me make this big. And here, get started. Where's my, did it just break? Yeah, this one. Oh, they've got tabs. Oh, I see. They made it tabs. Before it was like all scrolling. And the things that you need here is obviously the location and the endpoint, which is dealt by the CLI. And then I have a couple of CLIs to work with. So if we click on develop, we're going to be using speech to text and text to speech. So, yes, that should be the one. So we'll need two services or two libraries, and we need the keys. I will show one of the keys and then I will roll those keys. So please don't hack me. And that's the endpoint here. And it actually gives you the code at the very end. I love how they do that. So let's go to our, let's put them side by side. And here, we're gonna copy pasting these things. Now these, and then we're like, what are you doing to me? I have no idea where these references come from. It's amply named Scrap Me because I was playing with .NET 7. Oh, and by the way, this is a .NET 7 project. Hey, Sankifi, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Just when we're about to start writing some code. Yeah, lapsus bridge. We talked about it maybe a little while ago, but yeah, it is horrible. It is horrible. This is a bit out of topic, but is there a way we can migrate Azure B2C cross accounts easily? Nope. You will have to go the hard way. You have to do a lot of manual scripting. However, Dilaka, you can ping the help team, the support team, to see if that helps. So you can do aka.ms 425 show, then help, and then that will open the support forum where you can paste your questions, and then somebody from the team will help you out. So yeah, do that. That's highly recommended. Yeah, I know, Phil Snapple. It's bad, and they're attacking lots of large companies. It is awful. Anyway, .NET 7, right? This is a .NET 7 project. Don't get we're latest and greatest. That's how we're all in this house, or in this stream, which is in my house. Man, one of these days. Okay, we need to add the dependencies, and because I am lazy, I'm gonna copy that, and I should just do .NET, yeah, add package. We'll need that one as well in a bit. We need this one. Why do we need these? Because I don't want to put my secret in the source code, and temporarily we are going to use a secret. However, Cognitive Services have added support for masked identities and Azure.identity authentication, i.e. service principals and default Azure credentials or what have you. But to do that, you need to switch on, it's in the docs over here. If you look at how do I, in the access control and authentication, it's fine, we can lose this, come back. You'll notice that you have to, look at this giant red warning. It says you need to use a custom subdomain for Cognitive Services. And once you do that, you can't go back. You have to delete the service and start again. So in the meantime, we're gonna stick with the key, but if you are going into production, you should definitely use the Azure AD authentication and the Azure Identity Library. Okay. So we got that, and then we need to do .NET add package, and then I will put the nice quotes over here. Let's download this. So this is the Cognitive Services SDK. And I don't remember if it needs so output. It's fine. Yeah. I think we need that one as well. I think. We may not. It may be is it? No, it's not. So I think we have everything we need here, which is these three lovely libraries. And with these three libraries, we should be able to do everything we want. Okay, let's save this. And I think our OmniSharp is gaffed. So we need to do Control-Shift-B, OmniSharp. See, OmniSharp restart is at the very top. Wonder why. There you go. It's all fixed now, or it should be fixed. We shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. And since this is a .NET, yes. So it knows now that it's a .NET application. And since this is .NET 7, we have top-level statements. So many things will be available to us without us needing to write any code. So let's go and see what we need to add to make it work. Let's go back to where we were. You know what? Yeah, they have it here. So there are two things that we need to do. Obviously, the first time that you use the program, the assumption is that you don't, the program doesn't know who you are. It has no notion of, hey, this is Christos or this is somebody else, and therefore it doesn't know how to match things. And the way that the service works is that you send the information, you enroll. They call it enrollment. So the first time that you speak, it will ask you to provide a data sample. So you have to speak for about 30 seconds or 16 seconds, if I remember correctly. I can't remember. It's about 30 seconds. You provide enough data that you can compare against. And then it stores that data somewhere on the cloud securely, and then it sends you back a key. That is the voice segment key or the voice identification key. And that is the only information it stores. It doesn't know who you are. It doesn't know what you do. So you need to find some way to map that ID, that grid, to the person that is speaking. And obviously, if you are building a production system, it will be a database that stores that. If you're building something like we're building today, we're going to use a JSON file to store that information temporarily. And just to say, hey, I'm Christos, and then it will say, oh, Christos, you have already enrolled. Let's verify you. Whereas if I say I'm Crystal, as it was picking up yesterday when I was testing things, well, I'm not Crystal, but Crystal wasn't found. And therefore, it was like, I don't know who you are, you haven't enrolled, go and enroll, which is a great idea. But in the meantime, let's grab some of this code here. Why you no scroll? Well, because probably I was. So what do we need to do? We need to do text to speech, because we want to say, hey, I don't know who you are. Come and do something. My voice is my password. Exactly. That's exactly what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do, BSD guy. Seems like you know about it. My voice is my password. So let's put this to the test. Paste your resource key, paste your region. Okay, so we need here. So we want to say speak. Using It is from movie Sneakers. For real? Oh, I forgot about that. Man, I haven't seen this movie in 10 years. But this is exactly what we will be using. I didn't know the reference. Thank you, BSD guy. That is amazing. What are you on about? Call to speech, object, there are a few ways to decide. Why are you red? Why you do this to me? And now Frank Busser is streaming as well. You need to paste the text streams. hey, we're always here, 8 to 9 on Tuesdays and Fridays. Enter some text to synthesize. This is, oh, you know what? I think this is because it has weird characters in here. Var region equals, I think it's West US. And now we have our lovely Copilot writing the code for us. It was nice working with you guys. I'll see you later. Hello is somewhere in chat. It's okay, we'll fix it. Subscription key. I am telling you, for now, we're gonna put random characters. And then here we're gonna have subscription key and region. This is probably a leftover from, by the way, what happened to you and your co-host JP? Why he given up on us? Why he given up on us? He left Microsoft, dude. Yeah, he got a new job outside of Microsoft. He abandoned us. We never abandoned him. How dare you? I've always been here. I am the guy that does the 4 to 5 show, day in, day out. Yeah. He left just before Christmas. He found a different opportunity, but we'll have some news from him soon, I hope. He's apparently doing well. Yeah, and we have Shannon. We have the lovely Shannon that she is still ramping up. Unfortunately, we threw her in the deep end and we said just go and run as soon as she joined the team. Will he do the Kubernetes at new place? I don't know if he's gonna do lots of Kubernetes in the new place. I haven't heard from him. Sadly enough, he's been out of contact. I think he's extremely busy these days and I haven't heard from him. Excuse me, that was awful. Such bad manners, my daughters would say. Yeah, he's not. Right, we need to add some secrets here, guys, because I don't want to dump it. I mean, you'll see it when I add it. But the way to do it is .NET user secrets. And then we need to init first. That adds the thing that was missing in the early versions of .NET when you had to manually go and add the GUID. Has a new and cooler friends and forgotten about Twitch chat, but we will forgive him when he eventually returns to us. Will he return to us? I don't know. You reckon he's coming back? Maybe he's coming back, but he's coming back at a different role. Or when he comes back, he will come back at a different role, right? So we need to do .NET, .NET user secrets, add for new. Can't remember. .NET user secrets set. Okay, and as you can see, I've already done this before, but it's a different key this time. So let's go and grab the right key. Let's find the key. Let's find the key, which is here. Oh yeah, you know what? It's lovely because all I have to do now is if I go into overview up here, further up, and then I can copy it. And then I can take my console out of, don't look, close your eyes. There you go. Got my key, set, clear. There you go. Hey, Bruce. Welcome to the stream. How's everyone? And that should be enough, but we have to actually pull that secret from the secrets. Can we open them now? Open what? Oh, close your eyes. And I was like, how do I get access to my secrets without going through the freaking initialization for everything? And then it was cmatscas console secrets. No, I didn't want to do that. cmatscas console secret. It's weird when you try to solve a problem. Yes, you can open your eyes. And you find the solution in a blog post that you wrote a few years ago. It's like, and I need to update this one because it's .NET Core 2, but it still works with .NET 7. Lovely, right? So all we have to do is just grab some code from here. Remember, we have to stay under 100 lines. There you go. So here, let's go here. You know what? I'm going to add it down here. And then I want the method. Get, so private static get. It should be an I configuration. Get configuration. And oh yeah, I can't do, so this I need to resolve. And then this I don't need. Doesn't work like that anymore. And then here we have, I don't care about that. I mean, we should care because in production we wouldn't be doing that, but also in production I will be using Azure AD, which I will configure accordingly when I do the blog post. And then we need to add a property called configuration. Configuration. Does this work? Will this work? That will save me the trouble of having to add. Oh, that looks nice. So I'm going to just add secrets. And then I need to add the program. Oh, look at that. Let's code. Not even a method. Kaboom. Isn't that awesome? Copy and paste, love it. Yeah, I mean, that's how we do things, right? Do you have an idea on WSOS IAM? No, I don't. Looks at the programming languages supported there. Cool. Yeah, perfect timing. I'm looking into .NET Speech. Perfect. Johnny B. Katz, love it. Zoom in, please. Oh, is it still too small? Like this? Is it big enough? Sorry, HQ card. Should be monitoring all three chats at the same time. The one that is extremely quiet is the Microsoft developer one. I mean, a few people have followed, but it feels weird. Nobody's talking there. Are you guys shy? It's fine. It's fine. No judgment. Okay. That means that the config, we have too many configs. So speech config, I guess. Speech config. Right? Yeah. And then we need to touch the speech config here. And then enter some text to synthesize. Speak text. Okay. We should be pretty close. I mean, this is awesome because now I can do that. I can do subscription key equals config subscription key, but I use that in uppercase, so it should be subscription key. Yeah, we're also on Discord. Thank you, BSD guy, for reminding us. And yeah, we're live on YouTube as well. And copy paste is the way to build things. Why should I reinvent the wheel? Correct? I mean, we can also hard code the region into this one, but we'll need it later. So let's not do that for now. By the way, spaces don't count in the 100-line challenge. Okay, so we have this one. Now, the only problem, as I said, with this demo is that you will not be able to hear the output. Getting me to speak is not the issue. Getting me to shut up is the issue, says Johnny B. Cat. Well, I have the same problem. Maybe you should come to stream or get your own stream. I'm not going to repeat the Greek word that you put over there, but I feel you. I totally feel you, Johnny B. Cat. So this should be enough to run the service now, and I should be able to hear it. You won't be able to hear it because unfortunately I cannot feed multiple audio outputs into here. But let's see if it runs. And remember, .NET was clever enough to what did it put in the launch? Oh, it did pick up the fact that it's .NET 7. Awesome. That's pretty good. That means I should be able just to launch from here and run the program, and it should speak to me. If I hear it, oh, there's a problem. Only one completion you have. I heard it. You didn't hear it. Did you? No. You didn't hear it because I was testing before I came to stream. Enter some text to synthesize. That's amazing. Right. So obviously we want to say here, oh, this is where we do the check to see if somebody has already registered. And for that, we need some kind of persistence layer. So we can call that storage service. Or persistence service, storage service. And this is where you would create an interface, and you would have the interface have multiple implementations, right? We always code against the interface, which means that for local, we would be doing exactly what we're doing here, creating a class that can store in a JSON file, but in production, you'll be using something like a storage account or table storage or Cosmos or SQL Server, whatever your system uses. And you will be able to inject it at startup. And you can also inject stuff in console applications, which is amazing. But for now, we are you go away. I don't believe you. So here in the storage service, we need to do two things. One is to save and one is to pull. And we also need a class to persist the data. So let's start with public. I'll make it static. Static class storage service. I'm laughing because I'm telling you, this is just insane. I mean, it puts what's it called? The backbones of what we need. Hey, Nafty9, thanks for following. Yeah, exactly. You're like Graph TNT, you're absolutely right. It's listening to me and then it says, oh, you want to save and load files in JSON? Or like, that's amazing. It's like, no, go away. You're too scary. So var, I did not want, oh yeah, I need it to be a string. So string file name equals data.json, and .NET doesn't do single quotes, sorry. I know you tried to be helpful here, auto completion, but no. And then it's just like, no. although this is not the right code, it should be something like, should be something like, I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I was looking that up the other day. So static folder, string folder, because there's no folder. Should I do underscores? Wait time to get in preview is also not. Yeah, sorry. So I do have preferential treatment here. So static string full path is just insane. Just writes the code for me. I will say file path. File path here. Do you prefer underscores? Should we just mess with everyone like underscores, underscores, underscores? No underscores. Okay, keeping it like that, keeping it real. So in the save, we want to have the file name, and then we want to have the class. Right? We want to persist the class and then serialize that to a JSON. So we want to have user data, a class. So public class user data, and in here we want to have a name. We want to have the user ID, and that will be the object ID. If we were using Azure AD or B2C, which I used before, or in a different branch, that will be the object ID of the token. So you authenticate, you validate who you say you are, and then that information is used to map it to your voice biometric data. But we'll keep it as user ID. Let's make it user name. And then we need the public string voice ID, I think. It's voice ID, whatever. Voice ID get or set. And then I want to create a variable, a property that will be used to maybe brute force bool. And then I want to say this is enrolled. And you know why this is crying right now? Because it's like, it can be null. We don't like nulls. Yeah, I love the pre-writes code. That's Copilot for you, Johnny B. Cat. This is what will get us out of a job. So here we can say user data. Is he gonna be clever enough to write it for me? Should I wait and see what happens? Don't tell me this is not scary, right? Okay, there you go. It did it for us. And then it needs the system.text.json. JSON serializer, I think, isn't it? System.text.json. So here we need to close enough. It used the wrong library. Using system.text.json. And obviously JSON serializer dot serialize, and then we want to say user data, and then we want to pass the data. Is that? Oh, too many here. And then we need an uppercase for user data. This will persist the information. Then we just need to load the file and return the user data. This is just insane. File write text. Do we want to make that async? We're interacting with the file, right? So async task save, and then we want to say await. Yeah, we're trying await write all text async. And I think there's a flag to is there a flag to, is that rewriting everything? Is that rewriting the file? If that already exists, it's overwritten. Perfect. It will overwrite. It will overwrite everything. So here we want to say await file read all text async. I'm not writing the code, Copilot's writing the code. And then we want to return JSON serializer, deserialize. Here's the data is like done. But yeah, we didn't get the var JSON equals. And I need one more method here to say exists. I like it, but I don't want to do that. I want to say is enrolled. In effect, what we'll say is if there's a file over there, file.exists async. What does it like? File does not get any definition. File dot exists. There you go. Oh, it doesn't have an async. Is that what it's saying? Yeah. So if return, so first we need to say not file exists. File path. And I don't want the quotes. I want to be a little bit more concise here. Escape. So what we're saying is nobody has ever enrolled. Bail out. But if they have enrolled, then read the data. And we don't want to repeat that, so we already have it. User data equals. We have the method already, right above. Load. Await load file name. What do you not like here? What? Oh, yeah, it's not async, right? Oh, it is async. What? User data is not going to have a definition for get a waiter. Oh, async. It's like, what is it? What is it talking about? What are you on about? Return. What is that? That would be null, right? Possible null reference. Possible null reference. Null code returns. Okay, so we have that, and then we'll say return user data is enrolled. Easy peasy lemon squeezing. And this is not part of the authentication, the voice verification. Therefore, I would say it's not part of the 100 lines of code that we put a restraint. What we did say is that we expect to write something that verifies our voice in 100 lines of code or less. Actually enrolls and verifies, because the verification is just maybe what, 10 lines of code, 15 lines of code. So we have what we need to persist. And therefore, if I were to say speak text async, and then we need a voice recognizer service. So this one is speaking, but we need a voice recognizer. Where is the, yeah, so here it is. Let's see, voice, text to speech, speech to text. So I'm speaking to it, but I don't want that. I want speech to text overview. Where's the, maybe it's here. Sample code, speech to text. Yeah, speech to text, that's what we want. Recognize from mic. So we need an audio config and we need the recognizer. That's what we need to grab. And then we want that line of code. And then we just want to return, yeah, result.text. So let's grab this and come back to our code. And somebody said they couldn't see it, so I'm making it bigger, blowing it up. That should be big enough, right? It's big enough. And then back here in our code, we should say there, we are going to move that up. And you know, if you want to move up, Alt, and it just does it for you. Using var here, I want to space that out. And then using var that. It had the weird space, that's why I cut it. And then from here, all we have to do, where they said enter some text to synthesize, we are going to say, is that what we need? Recognize once. What does not like? Error expected comma. Oh yeah, we are missing the column there. What was the key command to move up? It is Alt and arrow up, arrow down. So if I press Alt here, and then, oh, you know what? You know what? That is a great question, and I do have a tool for that. Oh, you know what? It's, let me see, Control Shift P, presenter, start present. I don't want that. It's, what's it called? Presenter mode? Presenter. Oh, they have, you know, in view. I even did a TikTok for that. Now I forgot totally about it. View, run extensions, go. In here, there's an option to have presenter mode. Creative strike, so developer tools. I don't want developer tools. Is it toggle? Toggle. Screencast mode. Right. So now, check this out. If I put Alt, you can see the Alt now here, there. And then I can do up, up, down, down. And you can see my keystrokes. Genius, right? So you can follow along. Up arrow, down arrow. Wait. This one is, why is that here? Complaining. Speech config, we have that. Oh, wait, recognize from mic. Yeah, so that's the recognize from mic. And in here, should be the one. That's what we need. Nice, thank you. Syntax error, there's no comma here, but there should be this. Let me see. That should be happy there. You should be happy. Why are you complaining? You should be happy, happy. Yeah, I think that's an erroneous error message here. I don't understand why. This is all there. This is all fine. We're terminating correctly. This should have a different color here. So for some reason, it just doesn't like it. My result, and then you know what? We're gonna console that out. Right line. That's a little bit in my face now. And this is just, you know, Copilot again. Am I missing? Oh yeah, thanks man. I'm missing that. You're absolutely right. Good eyes. And I need more coffee. You are the best. Yeah, that's a available command for you, Johnny BK. So if you're ever presenting and you want to help people, or if you're recording videos and you want people to see how you're doing it, that's how you do it. Let's run it. Again, I'm really sorry because you can't hear the shit. I'll roll the keys anyway. Oh yeah, because I didn't do .NET Run the last time. Running. Hello everyone. I'm extremely happy that you are on the 45 show. Ha! Hello everyone, I'm extremely happy that you are on the 4.5 show. It's missing the 2, but you can see how accurate it is, right? And how fast it transcoded everything. Now, it's 9 o'clock and we need to be booted out of here, but we're not done. There's gonna be a part 2 where we show how to take that voice and roll it somewhere and then do the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed it. What's the name of this theme? Did I not put the theme in here? I think I have the theme. Bank theme, it is the bearded theme, black and amethyst version. Thanks for asking, Pensen. Really appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that we sidetracked a little bit in the beginning, but it was fun building this one. As you can see, we have the best, the first, I was reading Johnny B. Cat for the great job, thanks. We have the first components that we need to make this work. In fact, we don't need much more than this other than once we have registered enrolled the voice, then the speak synthesizer will say, speak this sentence, and then I can verify your voice. We just need to do a few checks before that runs. In effect, we need to say, have you enrolled before? If you haven't, let me enroll you, and that takes you through the process of enrolling. And once you enroll, then it prompts you for a verification the first time. The second time you come back, it will have persisted the data, and it will know that you're here, and all it has to do, it will say, tell me your name. You're like, Christos, oh, Christos, welcome back. Please verify with your voice. And it will prompt me to do that, and it will happen. So let's do this. I want to see you back here, same time, same place. It was great chatting with you. Thanks for joining me on the stream today. I will be putting a YouTube video prior to that with everything end to end. So if you don't want to wait until Thursday, hopefully I will have that wrapped today. It's under my name. So it's Christos Matskas. If you want to find it later on today, you can check my YouTube channel. And please subscribe, by the way, because I need subscribers and I love to be talking with you. Have a lovely day, everyone, and let's see who we're going to raid today, because as always, it's nice to be able to raid. What? Why can I not raid on Microsoft Developer? It was grayed out before, but I can raid now. I will bring lots of coffee. Well, our friend Cesar Fridge is streaming right now, so let's take our Microsoft Developer friends over there. Thanks everyone for following and staying in touch. Thanks for watching me. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Twitch, TikTok. I'm everywhere. You can find me, and Twitter, and obviously Discord. Like so many places. Make sure to stay in touch. And I will. Oh damn! I need to change. I need to go to video producer, and then I need to go into stream manager. Yeah, it's always fun doing a raid. Right now, and then here's Subfridge right now. And it was lovely talking to you all today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you on Thursday or before then. Who knows? Come on, it's only a raid. You click on something else, and then something happens. Oh, that was fun. I did not use Unraid. I just click somewhere else. Bye, everyone.